Hey guys, Amy here with the ever elusive September swag. It's real and it's here. It happened and it shipped. Woohoo! So let's go over what's in your swag. First of all, let's talk about how busy this month has been for us, and thank you guys so much for your patience. We appreciate it more than you ever know. October swag is back on time, so you'll be getting two swags back to back. It'll be like Christmas. So let's go over what's in your swag this month, because I have to say this is one of my favorite swags of the year. Halloween is so much fun. Even my most conservative clients are all about glow-in-the-dark nails. So we do have a new collection of super polished gel or super polished glow-in-the-dark colors. So this is going to go really well with our new plates that we have, which I will explain those as well. First of all, do not look at my nails because we've been so busy. My poor little guys, I don't have any time for them. So if anybody knows any good nail techs out there that want to give me a full set, yeah, hit me up, please. Okay, so back to swag. In your swag, you've got your Black Magic gel polish, which is a one coat black gel polish. You've got your one super polish glow color and your black stamping polish, which is the best, thinnest stamping polish out there, might I add, and your plate. So there are two different plates that went out with swag. One was the creepy inverted and one was the Halloween designs inverted. I tried very hard if anybody had ordered the Halloween inverted to make sure that they got the creepy instead. So what makes these plates so great is that they are all inverted, meaning instead of the design being etched, we etched the background. So this works really well with the glow polish because now your design is going to glow. Your spiders and ghosts and stars and skulls, all of that is going to glow in the dark, and the background is going to be black. So these are super fun. You can do it with obviously any color, but we just thought the glow was perfect for spooky season. So on top of that, don't forget you got your clear stamper and scraper also in your swag bag. And here's a good look at the other plate. This is the Halloween inverted, and there is a blue sticky wrapper on the top of your plates, just a protective film. Just peel those right off. And I'm telling you, I can't even decide which is my favorite design. We're going to do a couple of different ones, and at the end I'm also going to show you a nice design using some of our other plates, just a little bonus design. And real quickly, I am going to use each one of the gel polishes. We'll just kind of swatch all of them so you can see all the colors and how they glow. I do feel like the back of the card was a little misleading for color choices because it shows a blue and it's going to show a little bit more teal green in the video. So we'll do a better job when we upload to make sure that we're showing you all the colors. So let's real quick swatch these. They are a pretty good coverage, but because of the shininess of the tip, I feel like I'm getting it's sliding around a little bit. So I am going to put 2 coats on of each color. You can get away with 1 coat, but I'm going for maximum glow here, so we're going to go ahead and do 2 coats. Also, just the nature of the glow gel polishes, they do not leave a real sticky layer. They are pure gel, they are soakable, all that good stuff. I want to just let you know that I did wipe the little bit of tacky layer off. It's just going to be better for stamping. So wipe that tacky layer off with pure alcohol. Now we're going to jump right into our stamping, and not quite sure which design I want to go with first, but it's going to be the skulls. All right, so let's get started. First, your clear stamper is a very sticky silicone, and you want to, of course, take the lid off. The back window also comes off so that you can really get in there and see exactly where you're placing it. Just make sure when you store it, you're putting that back lid back on, because it will end up getting dusty inside and it kind of fogs it and you can't see exactly where your plate is going, or I'm sorry, where your design is going. Also, make sure you're not using any solvents like alcohol or acetone to clean your clear stamper. It will dry it out and you'll see that it will start cracking. So make sure that the only thing we're using is our lint roller or some type of tape to clean off the excess design on the actual stamper. And I've also heard of people buffing the stamper to accept the polish a little bit better. This is also not a great idea because you are ruining the surface of the stamper and it's not going to accept the polish really well. And not just that, it's not going to release it really well. So the only thing you want touching that is, again, a lint roller is the best way to clean it. All right, to get started, we're going to use the black stamping polish, and you want to use, quite a bit because A, we're working with a long nail, so we need to grab a big piece of this design, and two, it is kind of a runnier stamping polish, which is great. It makes it a lot easier to work with. So really load up that plate. And you can see how much I put on there. And then we're just going to take our scraper, which you can kind of feel your scraper. And you can see there's kind of a sharper side to it and then a dull side. Make sure you're using the sharper side. And we're going to scrape 3 or 4 times just to make sure it gets in there. And when we pick up, you can see we've got a really good clean design. We all know with stamping, it's all about time. So let's get that design on that nail. And I do like a little roll, and then I just kind of turn my stamper around and get the tip of the stiletto. Not always are we going to be working with people that have this long of a nail, but if that's the case, because the profile stamping polish stays wet a little bit longer, it's going to give you the time that you need to place the design where you want it, and also if you need to use the rest of the design on the stamper, you'll have plenty of time. To clean your plates, you're using pure acetone. Just wipe and kind of scrub in there so that there's no residue left in the design, and that could cause some issues next time you use your plate. So I mentioned earlier that we use a lint roller to clean our clear stamper off. So all that excess polish that's on the clear stamper, you're just going to kind of roll it right on the lint roller, and it's going to be pristine again. So many times in the salon, if I don't have this nice little contraption here, I end up grabbing forms to clean off my stamper, which is effective, but it can get pretty costly. So I try to keep one of these close to me every time I'm doing stamping, and it's also a great way for you to practice your stamping because the surface of the lint roller is going to accept that polish really well. You can see if you're picking up a nice clear stamp. And voila, our clear stamper is new again. So let's do this again. Let's do the stars this time. And we're going to take the black stamping polish. And remember, we're using our black stamping polish, not the black magic right now. And we're going to put that on, load the plate up, and we're going to scrape. So be careful because this is an inverted plate. It's very easy to over press and kind of bend your scraper, which is going to end up scraping some of the design out of the plate, which you can kind of see happen to my stars a little bit, but I wanted to do that because I want to show you guys how to fix it. So let's get that on, and we're going to turn our stamper around, and we're going to get the rest of that stiletto. Beautiful. So we do have a few lines in there that it looks like my stamper, maybe I used a little bit too much pressure and I ended up scooping it out of the plate. So we're going to fix that, and it's actually a very, very easy fix. But before we get into that, we're just going to finish our stamping. We're going to grab another design and we're going to do let's do the spooky ghosts. I like that one. And we'll do the same thing. We're going to load up our plate with our black stamping polish. Make sure you get enough on there. This has got a lot of space in between the ghosts. So again, make sure your scraper is parallel and not too much pressure. Just scrape, scrape, scrape. Get it all into that inverted design. Grab your clear stamper and slight roll, and this is beautiful. Perfect transfer. And you can see it's still glossy, it's still wet, so we have time. we can place it exactly where we want it, give it a light roll. Be sure when you place that stamper down, you don't pick it up until you've got the perfect roll. If you pick up mid-roll, you're going to end up skewing your design a little bit. And we got a nice, clean, easy transfer this time on this one. All right, let's clean our stamper off, get it ready to go, looking brand new again. And we're going to do another design. This time we're going to do, we have to do the spiders. Come on, it's not spooky season without spider nails. So go ahead and load up that plate again. Again, a lot of negative space in this one, so make sure that you're loading that plate up good. Make sure you're using the sharper side of your scraper and you're not using too much pressure. And scrape, scrape, scrape. Perfection. Okay, so let's grab our tip and we're going to roll that right on there. And then I'm also going to try to line up, and you can see I did not do a good job lining up, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. See, I do this on purpose, so I say, but I want to show you guys how to fix it, because I know in the salon sometimes things do not come out as planned and we need to fix instead of going back and having to redo. So we've got 2 of them we're going to fix, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a sec. Okay, another great tip for stamping. Sometimes black stamping polish, well, stamping polish in general, lacquer gets everywhere. It gets all over your scraper. It gets all over your hands. You're wiping everything with acetone. I like to work with my table towel underneath, and when I scrape, I will go onto the towel and then wipe my scraper down. So it cleans my scraper off every single time, and the towel absorbs all the extra lacquer, so it's not getting on you and everything else. I don't know, maybe I'm just a messy worker, but anything that can help me keep my station a little bit cleaner and me not end up with stamping polish all over my hands. Okay, so now the black magic is going to come in handy. We've got our spider nail, and towards the tip my design did not transfer perfectly because I tried to match it up and it just didn't match up as well as I wanted it to. So what I'm going to do is take the black magic, and for anybody that hasn't worked with black magic, it is a very, very easy, thin, one coat black gel polish. It's great for art. It's great for so many things. Right now we're just going to use it, and I kind of painted it on kind of in a wave, and we're just going to cover that area. So it's going to look like the center of the nail is where all my spiders are, and we're kind of blocking the glow polish by putting the black magic on the tip, and I'm going to put a little bit back towards the cuticle as well. So what turned into a nail that you might have to wipe and restamp and clean everything and redo now turned into a really cool design, because it just looks like your spiders are popping out in the center of the nail. And once we get the black magic on, remember you have got to work with your black magic super thin. If it's too thick, it will end up bubbling and it's not going to cure properly. So make sure it's nice and thin. Do not have a lot of it on your brush when you're using it. Really wipe the brush and then go in with your black magic. So what I do is just really thin it off on the bottle, take most of the product off, and then do my painting with it. So we're going to cure that, and you're going to make sure that you're curing that for a full 60 seconds. All right, next we have, these are just a couple of our PF art brushes, just synthetic art brushes. I'm going to choose one, and I'm going to take a dollop of the black magic. I'm going to put it on my palette. We're going to take our stars. We're going to fix the little patches that did not transfer well, or where I didn't have the stamping polish. And we're just going to paint that right on. And the good thing is you're not going to see any difference between the stamping polish and the black lacquer. It's going to blend really well. Once you top coat these, you won't even know that you added some of the black magic to fix any imperfections. We're also going to just take a little bit and add it up around the cuticle area as well, because I do feel like it may not give you a perfect stamp. Cuticle areas are tough. Sometimes they have deeper sidewalls and deep cuticle areas, so you just want to make it look perfect. So you can bring that black up around the cuticle to make it look perfect. And we're going to make sure we got that full 60-second cure. So we put that in the lamp, and I'm super happy with this one. So we're just going to probably top coat that one and call it a day. This one, although I'm really happy with how the stamp came out, I am going to fix a few imperfections on the free edge, and we're going to fill in a few areas with some black magic. And then I'm also going to take the black magic and frame the entire nail, just to give it a more artsy look, more finished look. So just thinly stripe right around the edge of the nail to give it a nice frame. And then also take your brush and perfect that cuticle area. Again, it's going to just give it a more finished look. And last, I'm going to take a dotting tool and I'm going to fill in some of the eyes. And now it's ready for a 60-second cure. Alright, our ghosts are ready for top coat. We didn't put any black magic on this. Your profile stamping polish is air dry, so we didn't have to do any extra cure to this one. We are going to put top coat on, and any no wipe top coat is completely fine. Go ahead and cure that for your 60 seconds. Now we're going to top coat this one as well. It already had its cure from the black magic, so now we're just going on with a no wipe top coat, and we're going to put that in the lamp and cure that for 60 seconds. Our stars are ready for a top coat, and we're going to try a matte top coat instead of glossy on this one. So we are using the Magic Matte, and we're going to put that on and cure that for 60 seconds. Our skulls just came out of the light with a cured black magic. We're also going to take the matte top coat, and we're going to now top coat this one and again cure. So here are two other plates. This is the Hallows Eve inverted, and then we also have the Halloween Designs inverted. So again, two more inverted plates, and I'm going to show you a nice, quick, easy design with one of them, and just showing you how to use some of the design elements just to get little pieces of maybe spiders or bats or moons or whatever it is you're looking for. So we are going to take the spider from the Halloween Designs inverted. Okay, we're going to load up the plate around the spider, and again, just make sure you're getting enough polish on there. And then we're going to scrape, and make sure again your scraper is the sharper side and you're not using too much pressure that you're digging out on the plate. So scrape a couple times, again wiping all that excess polish right onto your table towel. Then we're going to go in with our clear stamper and we're going to pick up our design. So now we've got a transparent spider, and we're going to place the spider right on the yellow nail. Look at my ashy fingers from that acetone. It's just wrong. Okay, so now we've got our spider on there, right? Now what we're going to do, if you are doing a more complex design like the skull or smaller pieces, I would use an art brush. But since it's really just basically the rest of the nail on this one. I'm just going to use the brush in the polish bottle and just paint my black magic right on over the entire nail, of course leaving the spider yellow. And I'm just butting it up, being super careful to not get any black magic on top of the spider. And we're basically just filling in all the other areas. Perfect. Now we're going to go in for the full 60-second cure. And again, you're not going to see any difference between the black stamping polish into the black magic. It's all going to blend perfectly, and we're going to have a glow-in-the-dark spider. Imagine the possibilities. You could have a chrome spider underneath that. You could have a glitter spider underneath that. Possibilities are endless. So here are the finished designs. We've got a few glossy, a few matte, and they are all cured and finished. There's our stars. And now our spider just needs a top coat. So let's go ahead and put a top coat on and cure that for 60 seconds. Ah, beautifully creepy. I love it. Okay, so there's that guy out of the light. So these are our 5 designs. Super easy to do once you break it down. I will post some pictures of these online. I'm also going to share a picture of these glowing in the dark because they are absolutely stunning. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. As always, make sure you tag us in your videos, your unboxing, and your photos on Instagram at profiles_nails and on Facebook at profiles. Also, I will be uploading all of the gel polishes. The plates are up online as well. If you feel the need to have all of these colors in your arsenal and the rest of the plates, I am going to be posting a free shipping code for Backstage Pass members. So please log into the private group, which is PF Backstage on Facebook. If you're not a member to this private group yet, make sure that you request access and we will accept you immediately. I'll be posting that code this evening. Thanks again so much for watching and for your patience with this month's swag. Happy Halloween, everyone.